Hi, I'm Dave Casul of cleveland.com, and we're now joined by the reigning Division I state champion, St. Edward basketball. Got head coach Eric Flannery, and two seniors, Kipper-Nichols and Mike Ryan, up with us now. Coach, you got a tall task ahead of you to repeat. Not many teams are able to do that. What's it going to take to get down to Columbus and win it again?
Yeah, a lot of luck. It does take some luck, playing well at the right time, but obviously talent first. And I think we definitely have the talent or the ability to get back. So compared to other teams in Northeast Ohio and in our area, I think we have enough, as do a lot of other teams, to get there. So as always, it's a matter of how we gel, how we come together and really not just live on last year's success and rebuild and try to do it again this year.
When you look at your front court, it's as good as any, maybe not even in the state, maybe in the country. You got some really talented players there. What does that unit do very well?
Well, they're big and long. Defensively, they could be very good if they learn to play well together and play a little harder. Some of the things that we're battling right now early in the season, but they're very versatile. I mean, we have a 6'9", 6'7", 6'7" that can shoot from the perimeter, handle the ball. They're great hands, and so a lot of versatility there that I have to do a much better job figuring out how to play them in different positions and use those talents that they have.
Kipper, now that you're coming off a season like you had last year, do you feel like preparation's different this year? How would you compare this time last year to this time right now?
Well, got to work harder as an individual and as a team. I think that will be the biggest key to getting back down there, is forgetting about last year, and that's the first step.
Mike, you had some talented players in Marcellus Hamilton, Malcolm Walters, Tony Biancic, and they were great leaders as well. How are you kind of stepping up to fill that role?
Just talking more to like the JV guys that are coming in this year, trying to give them like a little bit of experience, like pep talk and talking to them and things like that.
Mike, it's your last year. You've accomplished a lot at St. Edward. What would it mean to do it again this year and win a state championship?
That mean a lot. Trying to kind of brag to the other guys that didn't get a chance to repeat.
Kipper, when you look at this year's team, what would you say is the biggest difference this year to last year?
Like Coach Lance said, we got a lot of talent still. We lost a little bit of depth, but we got some guys that'll step up for us in big ways this year. So,
Coach, you lost a lot at the guard position from last year. What should we expect this year from you guys?
I have no idea. We got a lot of new guys. I mean, Darian Knowles played last year and gave us some great minutes off the bench, so we expect a lot from him as a senior, being a leader. We do have a few football players like the Dowell brothers, David and Andrew, and Frankie Guy, who played a little bit limited minutes last year. My son Sean, who will be a junior this year and played a little bit on the varsity last year, could contribute. So we're looking forward to kind of finding who's going to step up in that role this year compared to last year.
Kipper, when you look at your schedule, you guys always play a tough grind out there. How did that help you prepare last season for the playoffs?
Greatly. When you play a tough regular season schedule and then you get in the playoffs, you're kind of prepared, whether it be the atmosphere or just the talent of the other teams. So, yeah.
Mike, a lot of seniors are in a position similar to you are, same as Kipper, where you're not only trying to finish up your career, but you're also dealing with all the college stuff. What is that like for you to go through a season like that?
I mean, it's kind of hard. Looking at what you want to do further in life, like what colleges you want to go to, it's a pretty hard decision.
Coach, last question for you. What's maybe one or two things that you guys need to do this year to have a successful season?
First and foremost, we have to, just come together as a team, not rely on our individual talents and buy into each other, trust each other, all the things that we constantly preach as a basketball team. So that's number one. And then two, Kipper had mentioned it, but I don't ever want these guys to forget about last year. We are the state champs, and we should be proud of it. But we have to play like it, and we have to play like we're the state champs, and which means that we have to elevate our game as a whole. And I think once these guys understand that day in and day out that they have to prepare and play that way, we could be pretty good again. But a lot of that has to come together in order for that to happen.
Great. Well, that's St. Edward basketball. For content for them all season long, come to cleveland.com.